Hey everyone, welcome to Sacktown Royalty After Dark. I'm Bradley Geiser. I'm your host. Some of you are joining me live on Periscope right now. Others of you on YouTube. I'm hoping to upload this when I'm done here. Hopefully in the future I'll be able to do this on YouTube live. But for now, figured Periscope was a good way to add some interaction, so here I am. We're about 20 minutes after the Kings lost to the San Antonio Spurs. What was that final score? 102-94, but it was actually an awesome game. I mean, played about 3 good quarters of basketball, and there was a pretty bad stretch there, but overall, I don't really have any complaints, considering they just beat a super team by 30. Those of you joining me live on Periscope, obviously don't be afraid to ask questions. Oh, already someone's asking if this is Chris Hemsworth. I get that a lot, and I don't really get why. I mean, I can see it, but it kind of bothers me because it takes away from my overall just sense of self, you know? I'm a different person than Chris Hemsworth. We're both great at what we do, but, you know, I have an identity too. So, we'll try to keep it Kings related, though. Some of the bright spots tonight, obviously Boogie was on fire. 37 and 16. Can't really ask for more from him. He was hitting it from deep. So yeah, 3 for 5 from deep. 16 boards, 37 points like I already said. 2 assists. No blocks. I guess he could do something there. But yeah, other than that, Ty Lawson, I thought he did all right. I've liked Ty Lawson, everything I've seen from him on the court so far. I think actually he and Collison, for what we're paying them, will be a very good 1-2 punch from the point guard position, especially when we can play them together. Rudy Gay was the version of Rudy Gay from the beginning of the game last night that I didn't care much for. He was our second leading scorer with 17 points, but 17 points on 3 of 10 shooting isn't ideal. I wish he'd decide if he wants to be here or not. It seems like he's making up his mind as the game goes whether he wants to be here. Side note, in the future, I'm hoping not to be alone on this show. Just kind of testing it out right now. I'd love some ideas on how we can make it better, you know. Be good to share the wealth a little. Ben McLemore has had some great stretches so far. He's also had some of the classic Ben McLemore stretches. I just saw a question on Periscope about that. Overall, I'd say about 70% I've liked from Ben McLemore so far, but he's still had the moments like tonight. I wasn't mad at him for losing the ball twice in a row. Kawhi Leonard's a great defender, but plays like that one where Kawhi was on the fast break and you just touch foul someone when I believe we were up 2 at that point. Those are the types of plays that can kill you and, like, kill momentum for the other way, because I believe that play put him ahead or tied it. I don't remember what it was. But overall, Ben McLemore on offense has looked very confident. I mean, baby steps. He's not stepping up like I still think he can more, but he's looked good. Who else has looked good? A little surprising note from these first 2 games was Omri Caspi, who played 8 minutes last night and didn't get any at all tonight. I'm hoping that can change. This is awkward when I'm by myself. I fully admit this. Oh yeah, Aaron Aflalo. I can't really read the names. I'm sorry for not giving you guys credit, but Aaron Aflalo, I've liked what I've seen. It seems like every game I've made the joke a couple times that I keep forgetting that we have him until I see him on there. And tonight was no different. He had a little mini flurry. He had 7 points tonight, and I want to say all those points were in about a minute of each other. On the other side of the court, Kawhi Leonard was amazing. He was amazing the first game, too. I'm looking forward to watching him when he's not playing us this season. Tony from Sacktown Royalty, our very own Tony, wants to know what to get from In-N-Out. Let's crowdsource this. What do you guys say? I say get double with fries animal style. Let's see if we got anyone else who's got suggestions. Double animal style. Double animal style. I think you know where to go with this, Tony. Double animal style. Someone says protein style burger. Do not say that. Oh, that's pick and roll Sean. Yeah, no. Double animal style. Can't go wrong. For those of you who don't know, Tony's from, I don't know if he's from Boston, but I know he's from the New England area. He writes for Sacktown Royalty, and he's visiting Sacramento for the very first time. I believe tonight was his first home Kings game. Oh, someone recommends a Flying Dutchman. I believe that's from the Krusty Krab, which last time I checked doesn't exist, so that could be a little hard. I'd love to get some of your guys' reactions from the game besides what we've talked about. What would you like to see going forward? How do you pronounce Tony's last name? Tony Zipteris. I'm just making that up. I don't know. But that's how it's pronounced now. See what? One thing I've noticed so far on the Kings front is the style. We actually have, like, I can actually see something, not style, system. I can see something, wow, I pronounced it perfect. I can actually see a system here, offensively and defensively. It fell apart in the third, which, obviously, we can't have that every game, but considering it was back-to-back versus Spurs, the system offensively and defensively has been great. Really, all the guys we've signed who are playing have stepped up. Tolliver's doing all the little things, which is exactly what I wanted him to do. I already talked about Flalo, Ty Lawson. I'd still rather see Willie Cauley-Stein playing next to Boogie and have Koufos off the bench. And I think I see where Jaeger's going with on Koufos, but I would still much rather see him off the bench because I think Willie and Boogie play off each other extremely well, and I think the way Koufos plays is perfect for a bench big man. It's not a knock on him. I actually love Koufos. I still want to know exactly what he did to anger the rim gods because in his second year here, I don't think he shoots bad shots, but he has the worst luck of any player I've ever seen as far as the ball bouncing off the rim on a perfectly good look. And it's quite amazing, actually. Hopefully, whatever he did, he can sacrifice something or someone and get that going again. See, trying to see if there's other noteworthy stats. Matt Barnes looked hurt tonight. I believe Grant said that he's still not 100% after having such a good game last night. Oh, Temple, yeah. Someone else brought up Temple. Temple's been great. I completely forgot about him. But yeah, he's been great. That's not a knock on him. I forget everyone. He didn't look great running the offense in preseason. I think he's looked a little better in the season. But overall, I've been impressed. I think he's going to be in more of his natural role once we have Collison back, now 6 games. But 2 games in, I think he's been very good. Outside of Ty Lawson, he's probably been my favorite of the guys so far. Back on the Spurs, that Dwayne Dedman, that dude, as well as Simmons, his 2 games, Popovich never ceases to amaze me. These guys, I want to say Dedman was signed by the Warriors this offseason and cut, and obviously the Spurs saw something in him, and maybe the Warriors will regret that, or maybe I'm just pulling that out of my butt, and that never even happened. You know how much I love the Warriors. Maybe I'm just making stuff up at this point, but that guy was amazing. I would have sworn he's had a lot of time in the NBA, which he might have. He might have been a D-League prospect. I'm not positive. I just lost my stats. Like I said, the future will not be this awkward. I am admitting that this is awkward by myself. I'm hoping to get a co-host. Deadman Draymond, I agree. Tony Parker played old. Yeah, that's weird. I think he's 34, 35. He might be 36. I don't know. He's been in the league for 30 years, I think. But, yeah, he didn't look great tonight, but he looked great against the Warriors. He was still fast and going inside, so you never know. Manu Ginobili, at this point, I'm convinced, by the way he plays, he could play till he's 70. I don't see what he would lose in the next 30 years, because all he's there to do is annoy people and hit jumpers, and you can do that when you're 70. I'm still not used to Pau Gasol as a Spur. Pau Gasol as a Spur and Dwayne Wade as a Bull have been the two players so far that just don't look right to me. And it's going to take a while for me to get used to that. I think I'm going to cut it short tonight. Seeing as I am by myself, I just wanted to get this off the ground, so we had something to work off of. Let me know what you would love to see from this. Like I said, I'm hoping in the future to maybe get this to YouTube and to Facebook Live and get more going on here. Get either a co-host or a guest every time. Get some interviews in. I think we could have some fun with this. If you want to send in a theme song or any graphics or whatever, those of you watching on Periscope, the people who watch it on YouTube are going to have a little cleaner cut. I'm going some convoluted method to get this out for this one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Call-ins. If I can make that work, I would love to do call-ins. Just let you know, this was just a test drive. This isn't necessarily exactly how it's going to be like. This is my TV debut. You guys, many of you know I made my GQ debut this summer. I'm sweeping the nation, so this might be on big screens for long. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, I probably won't be able to do this after the next game because I'll be there. But I'll hope to get maybe a little cleaner broadcast at one of the other games next week. I believe we have a East Coast or at least another time zone road trip next week, so might be able to do this a little earlier. And let me know what you want. Thank you for joining me for StR After Dark. See you guys later.